fear that I might actually die today. I am driving literally in the middle of a thunderstorm. For what? Guys in New York, 2 days. Then go see fucking Keegan's Lady in Maine. Are you actually gonna drive to Maine? Am I actually gonna drive to Maine? Oh my god. No, I will not. When I'm comfortable, I say I want to kill myself. When I literally drive in the middle of a thunderstorm, I pray to God that I won't die. For what? So anxious right now. It's not just the rain thing, it's not just the rain thing, it's everything, and it feels like I'm fucking driving to Columbus again. For what? Like 400 miles for what? For what? Facing death, I want to live. When I live normally, I want to die. So what is it? What is it? Pick one. I have an hour and 24 minutes left, and I would like to just get there. I don't know, just get there for like just go to fucking sleep. Because I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with my life? Honestly. And it's raining again! Oh, in therapy, you literally said so subdued. Volume so low. Sounds like a pedo trying to whisper to a cop. Now you're yelling! There's the microphone in the device, so I can yell whatever the fuck I want. No one can hear me. And no one's gonna watch it anyway, so... Why am I angry? Fucking... Why is Sam Sulek in my mind? I don't know why. Oh, a TikTok, okay. literally no way for you to take shelter. Because there's nowhere for you to take shelter and you will die. And this is the end. What if this is actually the end? What if this is actually the end of the story? Not just the imaginary TV show in your mind, like at you. Let's process that, shall we? What if there's a thunderstorm right in front of you and you will die in half an hour? God. So volatile right now. Why am I like this? No, I know I'm supposed to stop asking questions for this vacation or whatever the fuck. It's not even a vacation. I don't even get a week off because I didn't work this week. Which is fair. It's entitlement. And we're back. Okay, calm down, calm down. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Everything will be okay, will they? $29. What if this is actually the end? Then I will be sad. That's the first feeling, and there's no eloquent word to say is that I'll be sad. There's a more complex component to it, but I'll be sad. Okay, that's I'll be really sad. If I die right now, then I genuinely wonder, like, why the hassle? Why all the effort? Why all the effort of making a story or building a backstory or all the lessons on the Grand Tour moments and everything? For what? Like, for what? Like, if I genuinely gonna die in half an hour, then God, for what? Why? I'm generally not even trying to, like, contest the decision. I just wonder why. Generally, why? No, not why the decision, but why the hassle? Why the hassle? Why the effort? For the matter. Why is this truck driving so fast? It's a fucking thunderstorm here. Come on now. Existential dread. Sure, how about that? Existential dread. God, slow down. God, if I were to die, then how? Please, I pray that. I don't know how to. I don't know. Like, be at least content. Be at least at ease. Not even content, but at ease. How about that? Like, I will contest it. Of course, there's no court for it, but I just hope that I find peace. So why am I driving? I frankly just want to be at peace. I drove to Michigan. This happened before. I tried to film myself. Sure, I have a better system now. Back then, I tried to film myself too, and this happened before. This happened before. Genuinely so beautiful right now. So I don't dare to try faster, but it is genuinely beautiful right now. know that if I were to die right now, then I would have squandered, or I would have squandered my life. I would squander it so badly that, divine intervention had to kill me. It's been such a so beautiful right now. If I were to die right now, well, I feel I established that it was sadness. The component of them. Like, frankly, sure, injustice. Forgive me for daring to say that, but yeah, it's human to feel that. And I do have to be honest here. It feels unfair. And I know it's no inherent fairness to it all. I do know there's no inherent fairness to it all. I know people are literally dying of starvation, and I'm driving to fucking New York to do what? In my fancy car. Not fancy. It's a cheap car. It's a cheap ass car. Calm down. Okay. If I were to die right now, the feeling, yeah. I feel like I squandered the gifts that I was given. I learned it before at a McDonald's drive-thru, and yes, I recorded myself too. It's like, yay, it does not. It's a free gift. That's it. It's a free gift. You exist. You have life. It's a free gift. Just take it. I was, however, conditioned for my entire life that if I were to have quote-unquote potential, if I were to have potential, then I have to do something with it. Nay, I must do something with it. Because if not, it's just the gifted kid who got squandered away. Like all of them. Fuck. I used to win awards and things, and look where I am now, driving in literally the middle of a thunderstorm to a city that I don't even know what to do when I get there. I genuinely don't know what I'm going to do. There's only 2 days there. Keegan's in Maine too. I'm not driving to Maine. I'm not driving to Maine. I am absolutely not driving to Maine. Holy fuck. Why am I so loud right now? For one, for the microphone. For two, Why do I have a microphone? Why am I recording myself? Why am I... Fuck. I'm gonna forget this answer. God, and I just realized it's the same feeling. That if I were to die right now, then what's the hassle? So if I were going to forget the lessons and the grandeur moments and all the things that I'm supposed to why did it exist in the first place? I struggle. I genuinely, God. Like, I know I'm not, I pray that I know. Or at least I pray that at least it's not as painful. I don't know. I mean it when I say don't know. I pray that it's not as painful, and I can't seem to remember. I can't seem to remember. Yes, what if I were to look into your eyes and the answer was, God, you were a choir teacher and my existence is just a seasonal activity? And yes, I'm quoting Joe Pera right now. What if I look into the eyes of my creator, you, and the answer was, I'm just a seasonal activity? Joe Pera said, personally pretty good. I have such a high ego though, that I think that's, I don't know, I don't know, meant to be more, but the fuck that means. I don't know if I'm meant to be something. I don't know what, if the visions you gave me is supposed to, like, you know, exist or whatever. The heck, I'm sorry for swearing. I'm just. read on Wikipedia that, hey, existential dread. 3 types, young adults, midlife, and end life. And I heard that if I were to quote unquote resolve this, and I could just skip out midlife crisis. And time out. It is gorgeous right now. I have to admit it is gorgeous right now. 219. Okay, 1 mile. Fucking hell. $37 miles. I drove to Michigan and now I'm driving to Pittsburgh. How do I feel right now? I feel exhausted, frankly. From driving, for one, because I drove in the middle of a bloody thunderstorm, for one. It's the fear of my life. As we found, there's still a chance that I might die right now. I mean, some rock falls by, or some nuclear will happen, and I don't know. Emotionally exhausted too, because yeah, evidently, God, evidently. Washington, PA, 35 miles. God in heaven, praise be your name. May goodness win. I'm thankful for the meal at Popeyes. It seems so weird that I'm thankful for a fast food meal, but it's literally the first meal that I had today. So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for having a car, and as much as I admit it, I'm thankful we're not driving a motorcycle right now. Imagine driving a motorcycle. Oh dear. Oh no. I am thankful for it's not raining anymore and I'm evidently alive, so I'm thankful for that. I am thankful for the recording system that I have right now. I'm not even going to remotely touch on why I record, because frankly that's going to open the equivalent of Pandora box, but I do look pretty. This this morning, for example, my car was towed. Yes, my car was towed. I went to the impound lot at around 8 a.m. and for some reason I decided to put my phone on a random car at the lot, and I just walk around holding my keys up like I was in a movie scene. And a screenshot of that's now my wallpaper. Why? Because it's gorgeous. Because it looks like a movie poster, and because it looks like it's from the Mon-Ami movie. It looks like an A24 poster. So I guess one reason I record is because it's gorgeous. That's it. So yeah, one reason why I record is that it is genuinely pretty, and I try my best to remember it. So I haven't done open any of the photos or videos that I recorded, but at the same time, this looks nice during the moment. Holy bloody hell, it's gorgeous right now. Yeah. I'm driving downhill, and in front of me is uphill as far as the eyes can see. And 31 miles, okay. Bloody hell. 58 minutes. 10:15. And probably the moment I arrive, I will immediately fall asleep because I'm evidently exhausted. So, evidently. Oh shit, I passed by a bridge. That is so cool. That is so cool. Okay, also speed limit, okay. Okay, you've got a merge or not? Come on. Is that a different font? Really? Bloody hell. West Virginia. Wild and wonderful. That's what the ladies say about me, you know. Wild and wonderful. Ladies. No one's watching. What am I doing? I don't know. It's a nervous laugh, of course, but yeah. I'm thankful for passing the bridge live without the bridge literally falling. So let's start. So more things I'm thankful for. And I'm honestly thankful that I actually realised that I need to go home. Vietnam, of course. Yes. And I'm scared, frankly. Going home again. 5 years, and it feels like, not the truth, but it feels like it's season 1 again. Well, it's season 1, but not whatever. And Nepsal said you're going to go through at least 5 identities before you actually find yourself, and this identity took 5 years, so there's some part of me that there's some part of me that I don't believe that I'm going to live for another 25 years. And that's the truth, and that's in all state that there's a small part inside of me that generally do not believe that I will live until I'm, let's say, 50. I just, with me being like this, where literally staying alive and not saying the phrase quote unquote I want to kill myself is even a challenge. When Nevstar said that there's a small part inside me that broke, because frankly, yeah, I don't believe that I'm going to live until I'm, let's say, 50. 25 years is a long time. It's a long time. You know what I mean? 25 years. Generally will take 25 years for me to find peace, then I'm just afraid I'm not going to make it. I generally do. And that's the horrendous truth that, yeah. If it will take 25 years for me to be at peace, then I don't think I'll make it. It's a small part of me that I don't believe that I will make it. So, for the first prayer, I pray that I don't ask questions in this trip, I guess. I don't know why you gave me the gift of asking questions. The gift of curiosity, I guess. Because most people, as I've learned, don't have to do this. Some part of me wondered, why can't I be like that? Hard for me. Oh my god, dude. Half of me feels superior, almost in a sense of looking down on people who don't have the basic curiosity about the very nature of their lives. That's also the awful truth, yeah. Half of me look down on most people, but half of me, the other half, somehow envy them. Envy the fact that they are at peace and I'm not, and now, so in that case they're evidently lacking something. Fuck this guy. So yeah, in the fact that I am still so fucked in the brain. I wondered I lack something that seemingly everyone has. Seemingly, that's the key. I don't know if it's the truth. The seem that everyone has it, and I don't. So there's that. I simultaneously have such a high ego that I look down on almost every single person that I go by. For example, that guy, please, I pray that I remember who the fuck that was. Nathan. Let's call him Nathan, shall we? I genuinely don't remember who the person's name is anymore. I am not gonna open my contact books. I'm driving. Nathan. I look down on him because I figure that I am bound for something greater, and he would just be a footnote in history that eventually all wrongs will be right. You've wronged me, so eventually when, not if, when I become great and famous, then you'll see. I refuse to accept that that's the truth too. I refuse to accept that I would die about half an hour earlier. Because if I were to die, then Nathan would be right, and I don't know what to think about that. I generally don't. If I were to not be great, big and famous, then I feel like I have been wronged. Not only wronged, I feel like I got the short end of the stick. And that would reinforce every single voice that's inside my head. That it might be true that I'm eventually just a lot of shit. Yeah. And it didn't matter. And if I were to die right now, then I feel like I got the short end of the stick. Then I feel it would be unfair. Existentially, I don't think anyone asked to exist, and I don't think we even go to the whole fact or the whole philosophical aspect of consent, of humans' consent of existing. I don't know. I'm not even going to do that, right? Because if I were to have to do that, then I don't consent. I guess I don't. I didn't ask to be be alive. I didn't ask to have the short end of the stick. Despite all the gifts I was given, despite all the blessings I was given, I still feel that I got a short end of the stick. And I feel like if I don't make it, if I don't do something, if I don't make something of the blessings I was given, then I've been wronged. And that's just that. There's no lesson to it, there's no... It's just that, you're just a guy. You're just that weird guy who signed the flag with your Instagram handle. That just breaks me. And we officially entered Pennsylvania. I wanted to say I pray that I can just accept that I am just a guy. No matter how much I would like to beg to differ from that fact, at this very moment, I am just a guy. And I think the largest prayer that I have, and it's for myself. I'm gonna pray for other people, of course, because I'm trying to just not just like me. But I am just a guy, and I would genuinely, with all my heart, with all the with all the souls that's in me, which is evidently not much, because I'm just a guy. But I pray that I accept that I'm just a guy. I pray that I'm at peace, at ease, or whatever bloody word we have, that I can just be a guy without that nagging voice behind my head telling me that I'm supposed to be something, that I have to be something, that if I were to not be something, then I look down on people who are just a guy. I generally look down on them. That's the truth. I generally look down on people who are quote unquote just a guy. They like sport, they like hip hop music, and they go to parties. I look down on them. I'm supposed to be more colourful, I'm supposed to be more complex, and driving in the middle of a thunderstorm to a city that I don't know what to do with, just so I can just escape the nagging voice behind my head and say that I'm supposed to be something. too much, then I pray at least for the next, I don't know, let's say 2 days, something like that. I hope that's more reasonable. I guess I pray that I can just be a guy. And all that entails. You know, just without all the baggage and all the shame and all the guilt of not making anything of yourself. I genuinely pray that I can just, you know, be a guy. I pray that when I take a city bike and riding in Central Park, that I feel the weight and feel the, dare I say joy about that, dare I say joy and pain and everything. I actually, okay, pain, how about that? I can feel the weight of being just a guy. Because for better or for worse, I am just a guy. At least for now. I frankly can't say for the future if any of those, dare I say, quote unquote, visioned was supposed to be real. I reckon, however, that weight of what being just a guy feels like. Because the truth is, yeah, you look down on them simultaneously, you look up on them. That, yeah, you go to parties, I don't. Go to frat parties, they get drunk, they sure they're gonna have problems later in life, but I don't know, I do want to feel those problems, I guess. Some part of me, I do want to feel those problems. Some part of me is saying, yeah, I pray that I don't feel lonely. Because yeah, I do feel lonely. How about that? Definitely going through some. She definitely has some traumas of her own too, and I'm thankful for her love. How about that? At least in this moment, I'm thankful for her love, no matter how frankly fucked up it is. I'm thankful at least I'm loved. Same for my father, I guess. Some part of me is saying, you know, my father doesn't love us, doesn't. I don't know. I feel like I was wronged both by him and it's just. If I don't like anything of myself, and I'm like a guy, quote unquote, Nathan. Wronged. That can't happen in my mind. It's supposed to be great. It's supposed to do something in my life. like I'm not a guy. Which could mean two things. It could mean that one, I'm bound for greatness, but simultaneously too, it means that I'm not enough to be a guy. So as much as he wronged me, pray for Nate. I pray for Nathan, yeah. I'm still like to think about that. I didn't wrong, honestly. I mean, it's just like the first thing that came up my mind. Yeah, honestly, he's on so much of a ride right now. I do need to pray for him about that. Do you want him to stay alive? I do want people to stay alive. So it might be funny if he actually, stay alive if I was Mike. Yeah. I don't know. Regardless, I pray for him to be alive. Regardless. I have 2 minutes left before I need to call the rental.